but you have to be able to show how incentives were used to do this particular deal. And I've always told people incentives don't make a bad deal good. They can make a good deal better. And I think you do need to kind of run through some of the analytics and have a way to describe that. I think we need to say, here is when we use incentives. Here's our policy, first of all. And here's how we use it, why we use the incentives, and here how we use them. And we've gotten complete support from our board by doing that. What is the but for? But for this incentive, this deal would not have happened, or would not have happened as quickly or with as much impact as ultimately you were able to do. This empty plot of land, right now it's generating $50,000 a year of tax revenue to this city, right now. This company, when they locate, that tax value will jump from $50,000 a year to $1 million a year, whatever it is. That $1 million will fund 2 fire trucks. It'll let you renovate 3 elementary schools and put playground equipment in a park. Make that direct translation of tax dollar generated from a new deal to something that benefits people directly.
So I think the negative rhetoric around economic development has really stemmed from a belief that we pick and choose winners and losers. Salt Lake City, we believe that we actually state we do not provide incentives. And that's a very strong statement to make. That being said, we do educate our companies that are looking at our city that we will help them fill gaps in their capital stack. We will help them with their permitting process, getting through our bureaucracy in a very timely manner, because time is money. Providing great customer service has an economic value. Providing additional capital to their capital stack has value, but it doesn't mean that I'm picking and choosing winners and losers. I also think it's very concerning to pit one city against another, but where we can be really successful is at the state level. Continue to have the state be the incentive provider, but then having the cities be more of the financial gap filler, being that great customer service liaison, and helping companies get through our process in a timely manner.
I think the negative rhetoric in economic development comes a lot from how we're using public dollars, right? The idea that incentives are a bad thing, or that using public money to attract private money is a bad thing, but we all know it takes money to make money, and there's always a return on investment, and it's looking for the ways that we can maybe impact something where we wouldn't have otherwise, just by offering something.
In many cases, I think there's just a misunderstanding with respect to the work that we do. Most community individuals that I talk to make the assumption that our role is to simply hand out the community's incentives, the tax dollars that we all work very hard to ensure that our communities have. Incentives certainly is a part of it, but it's not the only part. Those are typically presented and used when there is in fact an economic challenge between our community or a given community and other communities that are equally competing for the job. And in that case, it does make sense to offer an incentive in order to level the playing field.